Hey everyone, Garrett here today with Terry.
Hey guys.
Brandon's going to be coming in just a few moments. He's almost distraught that I lost his Boro cloth, which is not true.
Garrett lost my Boro.
He did not lose.
Brandon likes to think that he loses stuff, or I lose his stuff, but really it's just been misplaced. Or trust me, the Boro cloth has not been lost. Speaking of which, we got a lot to cover today. We've got some of Brandon's Boro collection. We got MIJ 15 sneak peek. We have 40 ounce sneak peek. We have some special blue beer brought by Terry. We're gonna open up a letter.
That's backwards.
I know. I don't want to give away.
Oh, I see.
The surprise. So we got a letter here. We're gonna open up. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the show. We got a great show, so make sure you stick around till the very end. And since we're just getting ready, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It costs you $0. All right, so let's see who's in the chat.
Beatty in Montreal. That's right. We got a date with you tomorrow, Beatty. We'll see you. We're excited. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, so he's in the neighborhood.
I saw Charbel.
Hey, Charbel.
Charbel is in the chat. Don't be mad. I took a piece of the 40 ounce from the factory, but I will put it back exactly where I found it. So no need to worry. I memorized where I took it from.
Got Calgary, got Eau Claire, got Chicago,
Scotland,
New Jersey.
WI, what's that, Wisconsin?
Yeah.
New Jersey. People are already hungry for Godzilla news. Don't hold your breath. Okay, Houston, Texas here, Birmingham, UK, Portland, Denver. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. Okay, so what do you guys want to start with? What do you want to show off?
Since you showed this letter, why don't we show this letter? It's nice and timely, and soon is Halloween, and you can see that this letter is Halloween colored, and we received it today, so I thought it'd be fun to show it. And it's from our friend Elvira. She's rad.
Get a close up.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa.
There she is.
Put it right in the middle so it focuses.
She's sitting on the moon. She's chilling. She's got bats. She's looking busty as ever.
It's nice.
Her real name is Cassandra Peterson. She's really rad, and the card is straight and to the point. Happy Halloween, XX Elvira. That is her who signed it.
I think
anyway,
she likes you.
I mean, we like her. She's rad, and she lives in Portland, and she's super cool, and an icon. And our jeans that we did with her were amazing. So that's that.
It's too bad I don't have an Elvira on hand to show.
Yeah. They're gone.
To show right now. Well, we kept I think one at least. Elvira V2. No Elvira V2 plans at the moment. The thing is,
they asked us to do it actually. We could do it.
Maybe
we could do an upcoming one. They liked it so much that they offered us to do it again. I think that we want to run through some more properties maybe before we double back on ones that we've already done. Like Ghostbusters asked us to do another one also, but let's see. We maybe have some other fun things instead. We're working on Godzilla, as people know, so we got lots of fun stuff there.
All right. So what are you guys drinking today? I'm drinking this blueberry soda. Brandon bought it somewhere.
I bought it in Vermont.
And I've never had blueberry soda before, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge soda guy.
Yeah, it looks cool though. I thought it's quite apropos. Since it's blue, and we like blue things.
Is it blue though? I haven't poured it into a glass. Let's find out.
Yeah, it's the first
is it
time
blue?
he's
I don't even know.
drinking whiskey.
I don't think it's blue. Oh wow,
It's kind of a purple.
purpley blue. That's
that
great.
makes sense because
It
it's
looks
like a
like a blueberry.
blueberry.
That's quite lovely.
Yeah. So
Can I give it a smell?
yeah, have a sip.
Oh yeah, that's lovely.
What do you guys?
I had a cherry cola. I want to show it off. I think it came from the same batch.
Am I gonna drink this?
You can drink it if you want. I brought it out.
Old style Pilsner. Wow.
I was telling people last week I don't really like Pilsner, but I was drinking it anyways.
Look how pretty.
It's
got
a
a little.
nice beer. I like the
It's
rabbit
got a little
beer.
funky bunny. All right.
This came from the
So-
same batch there to show us off real quick. I think this came from the Brandon batch there. Black cherry soda. Perfect for smoked meat.
Yeah, you better believe it.
Yeah.
So
all right, Garrett.
I think we should talk about your jacket just since you have it on.
Oh yeah. Well,
So, this is not the This Week at Tate Nyoko show, but I'm just gonna talk about it a little bit and show them off, because there was somebody in the chat last time and they were asking all about the leather jacket. So Brandon and I, we're big fans. Terry's a big fan of Shot. We all have multiple Shot jackets. He's got a new Shot waiting for him right on the other side of the wall here. And I thought we could show off our horsehide leather jackets and just how much they've broken in. So you got the 641 horsehide.
Yeah.
I've got the 618 horsehide. And there's nothing that really goes better with denim than leather, I'd say.
Garrett's a real leather daddy.
I'm a real leather daddy. I'm a leather daddy in training. I don't
wear,
have the leather pants yet.
Yeah. I just wear it on my motorcycle, really, and it just keeps me nice and warm and protected. I don't really wear it elsewhere too much, but I drove the motorcycle today, so that's why I have my jacket today.
But you can see they're very soft once they break in. They're kind of stiff and hard. Well, it's just like denim, right? It's stiff and hard at the beginning, and then gets soft and supple, creases up nicely over time.
Yes, denim and leather.
How long have you had that jacket for, Garrett? Because I'm just...
Maybe time flies. I don't remember exactly when I got it, and I don't wear it that much because the problem here is in Montreal, leather jacket season is about 2 weeks. So actually, I wore it most in the summertime because our AC is cranked in here. We have 2 people who work here. I won't name any names, but they complain that it's too hot even when their thermostat's like at 19 degrees.
I see Devin just asked if any guy in the office is wearing the wide leg trouser. And funny enough, I was just in Toronto. I went into Denim Denim. They're on Queen Street West there, if anyone is in Toronto. And they told me that they had sold a lot of the wide leg trousers to guys. So I think it's not a rare thing. And I think that wide fit is pretty interesting. And we haven't done really a lightweight one. So if anyone maybe for this summer, I think, they said that they sold it really, really well. I don't think there's any guys in the office wearing them. Mostly the guys just been putting on the Strong Guy if they want a wide fit. But I have a feeling that that wide leg trouser is a good unisex piece.
What about pleated trousers?
Yeah, they also in Detail, the staff was asking me, you guys got to do a pleated trouser, and we do have pleated chinos coming out. Garrett likes to call them the cheated plino. But
you said it first.
But they're pleated chinos.
The cheated plino. It just makes a lot of sense. So yeah, if you're into that wide leg vibe, I joined the wide leg club.
Yeah, you look great.
I can't say I'm
especially for a boot man like you.
For a boot guy, it works great. I'm loving it. I get a lot of compliments. Like people are like, "Oh, what are those? Where'd you get those?" Like even I went down to Chicago the other day, and the guy who was working at the restaurant came up to me. He's like, "Oh, what
for the jeans?"
For the jeans, yeah. And then I told him, and he's like, "Oh no way, yeah, of course I know the brand."
Well, that also happened to me this week, actually. I mean, he's not a celebrity, so and we're obviously not a celebrity focused brand, but this guy named Jim Moore contacted me this week, texted me this week. And I hadn't heard of him in so many years. Back in the day, I think he still is, but he was the fashion director. Now I think he's the creative director of GQ magazine. And he hit me up and he said, I was walking along the street in Brooklyn and I saw this dude and he looked amazing. And I asked him, he's like, whoa, what jeans are those? The fit is so good. And he said, these are Naked Famous Strong Guys. And so he hit me up and said, do you have Strong Guy in my, how can I get a pair? And I sent them to our store in New York. But he was like, whoa, that fit is perfect. So, I mean, I love actually that we made the Strong Guys before it was cool to have the Strong Guys. That's a key important point. We were making it before it was trendy. So
same with the Groovy Guy too. We've been making the Groovy Guys and the Strong Guys way before anyone thought it was like cool to wear flare jeans or cool to wear wide jeans.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so ahead of the curve. But don't wait. Get on the. Thing is, I don't think they're gonna be so trendy that they're gonna go out of style because they're just like. They're not crazy wide.
No, they're not crazy wide. They're mostly straight. Mm-hmm. They're a little bit wide for some people, but that's okay. That's why we have the True Guy also. If you want just a straight leg jean, the True Guy is going to rock it for you. The Strong Guy, more and more. Like we said on a previous stream, I think 2 streams ago, that we will also have an unbranded brand version of that fit. So if anyone needs to hit that price point and just wants something a little bit simple, but in that great fit, we're going to have unbranded brand. We're going to call it the Wide Straight. And there will be Strong Guys for unbranded coming to you.
Okay. Also, I just want to remind everyone that today we had the Deep Sea Selvage release through Naked Famous Denim NYC and Tate and Yoko. So if you were waiting for those, now's the time to go grab them. And then we also have some things coming next week, which I just want to kind of pre-announce. So we have...
Drum roll.
All right, here we go. The Yagasuri. So
Ooh,
this is kind of a long-awaited one. People have been asking, when are these going to come out? If you remember from last year, we had the Kiko denim, and those ended up being really popular. They sold out pretty quickly, and so we followed it up this time with the Yagasuri, which is similar, but not the same. So the Yagasuri, if you look closely,
the name
it's
of the
got
pattern.
this little kind of like arrow shape. So Yagasuri actually means like the arrow fletching in Japanese. So if you've ever seen like a bow and arrow, the little feathers that they put on the end, that's the arrow fletching. And if you look carefully on the flasher, you can see that pattern, and you can also see that pattern in the fabric itself. So it's a very cool fabric. These ones are garment washed. So we make them and then we have to wash them.
Just
rinse, mainly because the shrinkage. There's quite a lot of shrinkage on these. So if we were to sell them in their unrinsed state, it would be next to impossible to size them accurately.
But they're super soft,
super
super
soft.
comfortable right away.
Yeah.
This is not a jean that, like so many of our jeans that you wear, you beat the shit out of. You have to like break it in. This is super comfortable right off the bat. The leather patch is also really nice. It's a pull-up leather. It's called Premier Blue, and as you pull up on it, it'll start to fade and change, a little bit waxy. Not overly waxy like some other patches that are super waxy, but a little bit, and it's got a little bit of play in it. It's really nice. One of my favorite patches, actually.
And then, so we have it coming in all the regular fits, super weird, easy, true guy. And then we also have a few jackets, which is really where I find this jacket shines. And Brad and I
The
thought
fabric
maybe you
shines.
could... Sorry, what did I say?
Jacket shines.
Yeah.
Well, fabric and jackets.
Yeah, you want me to
could you try it on for me?
Let's try it on.
Model it for us.
So this is the kimono. It's coming in chore coat and denim jacket. I might not have the chore coat for next week, so that might be coming at a later date. But the kimono and the denim jacket and all the jeans are going to be dropping next Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. But look at that.
Yeah.
Cozy,
Just leave it
comfortable.
open. Can tie it too if you like.
Terry and I thought, the perfect like use case for the Yagasuri is like Sunday morning. You wake up, maybe some people are sleeping in, and you go downstairs and you turn on the PlayStation or the Xbox.
Exactly.
And you're in your comfy little jeans.
The gamer shirt.
Yeah.
I thought it was the smoking shirt.
That too.
Well, I mean,
When you want to be comfy and just throw something on.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be perfect.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with it. You, the more you wear it, the more you beat it up. It will fade. You'll see lots of different blues on it also. So yeah, I'm quite excited for this fabric. You can already see some fading. I wonder, maybe it's hard to see on this camera, but you can already see a little bit from the rinse. Pretty cool fabric. We do a little lining on the inside as well. Here are the printed lining and the newer shirt labels. So yeah, Yagasuri.
And then also for next...
By the way, if anyone is curious, it's 9.5 ounces per square yard, the fabric.
For next Thursday, we also have finally the jungle cloth jackets coming. This one's mine, so it looks very worn and wrinkled. I'll throw it on just so you guys can see. This is a size small.
This is a Bayzad favorite also.
Yeah, I am a really big fan of these. I actually prefer...
Wow, yeah, the fabric is
I want
so
this
good.
color. This is the color I really like. This kind of like khaki, deserty tan one. And really, all three of these actually are very reminiscent of like the colors you'd get on like an N1 deck jacket. So if you like that like U.S. Navy style deck jacket, this is going to be very similar in like look and feel. It's basically the same jungle cloth fabric, and the cut is actually quite similar. Got this nice brass zipper YKK, the slash pockets on the side, but it's not like super thick or anything. So like an N1, so you can wear this. But it
feels real durable. If you could see it close, it almost looks like a super tight corduroy. It's hard to get it in the light, maybe, but
but it's soft on the inside.
In person,
it's
it's even nicer than the photos, even.
But yeah, these are. I'm really excited. I've been waiting for these to come out since we first got the samples.
So exactly. So you have a really durable outside, and then inside is brushed and comfy. Really quite a special vintage army fabric.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason why they use this in the army. This jungle cloth is really durable. This is what they're using, on all the boats and that. So.
It's not exactly like duck. Duck is is like a 2x2 or 1x1 twill. This is a little bit different, and it's also brushed on the inside. It's quite a bit different. The duck that we use also is also not as heavy as this, I believe.
Jungle cloth. I wanted to find. I was reading about it because jungle cloth is not. I forgot the link, but anyways, jungle cloth is not corduroy. It looks like corduroy, but it's, I forget the name. It has a specific name.
Yeah, I don't believe. Yeah, I believe it's not cut like corduroy is.
Yeah, it's a different type of weave.
Corduroy is a pile fabric that is woven and then actually cut. Like back in the day, they actually used to cut it by hand, but now, of course, it's cut by machine, and they cut it and it opens up, and that's why you see all the vertical lines.
Here it is. I found it.
Right.
Okay. So it's called. Let me just switch here.
See, it has the ridges. But
Bedford cord.
Yeah, Bedford cord.
Yeah, so it's named after New Bedford in Massachusetts. So anyways, you can check out this Wikipedia article, learn all about it. But yeah, it was famous for being used in the U.S. Navy from the 1920s to the 1940s. An exclusive made in Japan on special order. So yes, very special fabric, and feels nice, super tough, looks great. I think it also patinas too. So like it's not like denim where it's gonna fade. It's not like rope dyed or anything, but it does patina very nicely. If you look up old deck jackets online, they have a really nice kind of like faded look to them. So I'm looking forward to that in the jungle cloth zip jacket that are coming next Thursday.
We can make pants out of it, but Canadian penny, but we have not. We kind of have to limit what we're doing, but
That'd be cool.
A chino out of this, or like a pleated trouser, I should say.
Yeah, pleated trouser could be really nice.
The cheated pleanos.
The cheated pleanos. Can you imagine in like a nice tan color?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
Or black.
Absolutely. I would wear the black one in cheated pleno all day long.
For sure. Okay, so I think we should maybe show people what they've been waiting for here.
An MIJ preview?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This
Okay,
is
cool.
Luxury by luxury.
All right. Very excitingly. So in the past, I believe MIJ 8 was a Tokushima hand-dyed natural indigo intangible cultural treasure selvage denim. And a name so long that you know it's amazing. And then MIJ 11 was the Tokushima hand-dyed Kakishibu intangible cultural treasure selvage denim. And this one, for MIJ 15, will be a combination of the two. So it will be the warp side of natural indigo, hand-dyed in Tokushima, of course, and the weft side hand-dyed in Kakishibu. Kaki means persimmon, and so it's persimmon dyed. Actually, fun fact, since we're in Quebec, we can teach you a little bit of French, but persimmon in French is also kaki, K-A-K-I, and shibu means dyed in. So anyway, without further ado, we have the beautiful natural indigo hand-dyed. Whoa, and it's slubby, and it's 15 ounces per square yard. So it's like nice and heavy, but not too ridiculously heavy. Great slub texture, and that's the outside. And then you can see here on the inside, whoa, Kakishibu. You can see the blue come through. So the persimmon is like this kind of like orangish brownish kind of color. We kept a very classic selvage edge color, but yeah, look at all that texture. And
there you go. Beautifully
here we go. We're in the light. That's cool. And then on the other side, that's pretty cool.
You should see if you can get a faded swatch from the mill. I'm curious to see.
We can see if we can kind of beat some up. But so. Actually, because the yen is pretty good right now, we were able to buy this fabric for around the same price as MIJ 8 and MIJ 11. So actually, it's even though it should be much more expensive because the weft is also dyed, it's probably only going to be slightly more expensive. It's not going to be way, way, way more. It should be around the price of the other Tokushima releases that we've done in the past. But and there will be something else very special. I believe last time we had a really beautiful leather patch on it, which was like a really nice sheepskin, or maybe it was a deer skin. Now off by heart, I forget. However, going forward, we will do cordovan patch. So we have these cordovan patches ready, and they're kind of like a kakishibu color. They'll go
hit it with the light. Ooh.
There we go.
Yeah.
Ooh,
We showed you shell cordovan the other day, and exactly those shell cordovans we can cut like, how many was it? Like 15 or 16 patches per skin. So
look at that
per piece of cordon. So the patches are quite expensive, but since the jean is going to be like a really special piece, we're gonna get these bad boys out.
Look
too.
at the back too. You get that nice, beautiful veg tan.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty fucking cool.
Really nice.
And with the MIJ logo on it, of course. So that one is very exciting. And it should actually be out sooner than later. You're not going to have to wait a year for those. This should be out sometime in like January or February. We're not exactly sure yet because they're made in Japan, so it does take some time. I have to confirm the lead time with the sewing factory in Japan. However, we'll keep everybody updated. It's going to be much less than a year out. Chris Diaz, we've got you covered. Cordovan patches coming now.
Okay, so we got a few questions in here. I'll try my best to answer them. One comment about last week. Anodyne said, I just got Calpico Mango delivered from Amazon because of y'all. If it's terrible, I blame Canada.
By the way, it might be terrible.
It might be.
Japanese snacks are a bit hit or miss. Some of them are delicious and incredible, and some are just like, why did they make yogurt flavored water?
That's essentially what it is, actually.
Yeah. I mean,
Calpis is like yogurt water, I think.
Sometimes it depends. Some are great, but yeah, please don't blame Canada.
Yeah.
You may blame Japan.
Graham said, is there any possibility of you guys doing a denim work shirt, button up, or CPO style denim shirt?
Maybe. We do have a denim work shirt that is like kind of like what Terry is wearing now, but in denim. And it's got the little pencil pocket. It's got the flat pocket tops. So we're going to do more and more denim shirts, but we already do have a short slub denim work shirt. Is it available now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to find it on Tate Nyoko.
When does the wool chore coat come out? Are they talking about the wool, the neps on it?
Yeah, the multi-nap. I can grab one to show it.
Okay.
Oh, friendly assistant, would you like to grab the multicolor nap wool chore coat? Oh, yes.
All right, and then Bunny, what a name. Loving the blacked out Empire State jeans I got in NYC last week. So if you don't know, those are the New York store exclusive jeans, the Empire State blacks. You can only get them if you go to the New York store.
They're broken twill. They have an orange and blue and white selvage edge to show off the coat of arms there, the New Amsterdam flag. But the Supima cotton does not change the fading properties. The Supima cotton is just a long staple cotton, so it's softer. They call it an ELS cotton, an extra long staple cotton, and it's grown in America. It's a superior Pima cotton, so Supima, and but that's not going to necessarily affect the fading. The weight and how much starch they put in, and all these different factors affect how fast it's going to fade.
Thank you.
This is probably the wool blend jacket that we were talking about, or that you were asking about. You can see there's multicolored neps on it. It's really pretty cool. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to come out. It should come out very soon.
I don't know. I didn't see anything about it on the production schedule. So
okay, we'll keep you updated, but for sure for the next.
I'll try to look into it for the next time.
For the next release, we'll tell everybody.
Denim T-shirts. It could be a thing, I guess.
Guaranteed uncomfortable or your money back.
You could do a lightweight denim, like a 2x1 lightweight.
Most of the time, teachers are knit. Like very, very rare to find a woven T-shirt. So I think that's one of the main issues, is that people don't want to wear something that's so close to their body that's woven. They want to wear knits. So that's
Plus,
your
generally,
main...
like the denim yarns are larger, whereas like a T-shirt yarn is like half.
Yeah,
the width.
It's possible to use finer yarn and to use like a 4-ounce denim or something like that to make a T-shirt. But again, I think people just want knit T-shirts mostly.
Okay, Nick Carpenter asks, is there any Godzilla updates?
I mean, the Godzilla update is that everything is rocking and rolling. All the fabrics are going to come nicely on time. So I think we should be able to have it out for early fall. I'm going to push for. And yeah, I mean, you should be so excited. Godzilla is going to be our best collaboration for a long time.
Could you maybe tease one of those fabrics? Or give some clues, hints?
One of the clues is that heavyweight lovers should be excited because Godzilla is heavy. He's big. And since he's big and heavy, most of the denim is going to be big and heavy. So like I think that the lightest weight thing we have planned will be 15 ounce. Okay. And there'll be like 5 or 6 jeans, and the lightest weight one will be 15. There'll be multiple very heavy.
Are they all going to be Godzilla, or will it be like a moth, like denim or something like that?
So we will do we will do it based on various different iterations of Godzilla, and some other characters will also make appearance.
What about fits? Is it going to be Strong Guy fit?
That's a good question. Actually, we haven't decided that yet, but why not? I think absolutely we will have some of them in the Strong. Maybe not everything will come in Strong Guy, but we should have Strong Guy option. That's a very good point. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, because I think the people, they want the Strong Guy. I want the Strong Guy.
Yeah, right. I see Davey Boy ask, are the Strong Guy likely to be available in more limited edition fabrics? Yeah, we even think now that we've never done MIJ in Strong Guy before, so we're going to develop that too. I don't know if it's not going to come for this crazy limited edition hand-dyed intangible cultural treasure one, but for the future, yeah, gotta do some Strong Guys in unbranded brand. No, sorry, I was reading unbranded brand contract in MIJ.
Oh, he said, is there ever going to be like a heritage style denim jacket from unbranded brand?
I don't know. We don't have a plan to do it, but I'm not against it. I see. This says Steven says, does Wabash have to be printed or can the pattern woven in? I think it's printed most of the time.
Yeah. It's discharge print.
Yeah,
but you can weave.
I've seen woven. Yeah, I've seen some jacquard woven versions. Yeah,
that's what I want.
40-ounce poncho sounds crazy. However, this is a good segue into some news about the 40-ounce. We know that not everybody will be able to get the 40-ounce. We're only going to make a couple size runs. They're going to be expensive, even though I think they're really good value for what they are. But we've decided that we're going to make some awesome 40-ounce keychains so that people can get their hands on it. And so we got these amazing, super thick, heavy key rings. They're brass.
Get it close.
Here, is it in focus now? They're going to have our logo engraved on them as well. Yeah.
Wait, doesn't have a logo engraved on this one?
Yeah, but this one it's crooked, so we have to redo it. We have to get it redone.
Like a regular keychain for scale?
Yeah. Well, let's not show your...
Oh yeah.
You know what? There's actually one on my desk that's...
here, I have a little wussy keychain here.
Beside it.
Here is like a regular little wiener keychain, and here is a normal fob. So it's quite beastie compared to. You have like a fully empty one.
Yeah, here's a fully empty one. Same type of design here. Let's focus.
So like if it's gonna go with 40-ounce denim, if it's gonna be heavyweight and tough and big and strong, then we better have some good friggin' hardware too. Solid brass. It's not like it's nickel with a bullshit brass plating or something like that. It's all brass, and it's it's heavy.
Clunk. Yeah, it's making a loud noise every time you drop it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, exactly. Clunk. Like, dude, it feels significant in my hand. Anyway.
Yeah, it's heavy duty. Yeah. I kind of mess up my fingernail trying to put something on because we were testing it. I was like, can you even fit keys on there? And I
it's good to test that.
Okay. Excellent. Well, speaking of the 40-ounce, then we might as well.
All right, we're gonna keep it on the 40-ounce train rolling.
The 40-ounce train is leaving the station. Yeah. All aboard. So I went upstairs. Right now we are in the process of making the 40 ounces. So that's another update. And basically all the 40 ounce has been cut. It's sitting on their little stools. I don't know what those are called. The little, like the fabric stools.
The fabric.
Yeah.
They have a special name.
I don't know if they have a special name.
I don't know. I'll call them the fabric stools.
Maybe Bell can tell us.
But anyways, all the fabric is sitting in there. So I ran upstairs and I got I got one piece. And so you can get an idea of this is what a leg looks like.
That's what the front of a leg looks like.
Yeah, one piece.
And what I think is cool, well, obviously just the thickness. Like, look how it's pretty rigid. Like, it doesn't want to fold. but look at all the shuttle changes on it.
Oh, there you go. I was gonna see if anyone knew. If anyone could
okay.
guess.
Sorry, I ruined
Does
it.
anyone know what all the? Does anyone know why there are little floofy doofies here? Terry, do you know why there are little floofy doofies here?
Oh, I heard some guy on a live stream say there might be shuttle changes.
Yeah,
But the
so-
question, why do you need so many shuttle changes?
Here, pass the shuttle.
Teaching aid number 2 over
So
here.
basically, as you know, all denim is made with a warp direction and a weft direction, and the shuttle is usually filled with white, and it fills the
white
denim.
side.
So it goes back and forth this way horizontally, and it's filling. So here, there's only so much white yarn loaded up inside. So it'll go chuk 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 chuk. When it gets down to one point, when it's empty, it will drop down and change, and a new shuttle will pop into its place, and it will keep going. So you can see every time a shuttle was emptied, basically between like 2 inches of fabric, every 2 inches of fabric that was made, the shuttle changed to a new one, and you can see that it's marked here by these little floofy doofies, I believe I call them.
It's funny.
Yeah, that's
every
a technical term.
every once in a while we'll get like an email, and someone will email in on their pair, and they're like, "Hey, I got my pair. It's great, but like on the selvage, there's a defect." And they'll flip up the selvage and they'll show what the shuttle changes, and I have to be like, "Oh no, it's a feature. It's not a bug. Like that's what it's supposed to be like." But if you don't like it, you can trim it away with some sharp scissors. But if you see these on the inside of your pants or on your cuff or whatever, it is not a defect. That is exactly how it's supposed to be. And just looking at this pair, by the way, I want to mention, so some of you guys are going to order these and you're going to get your pair, and just note that this is a feat of engineering, and like all raw denim, all selvage denim, sometimes there are small imperfections or character, as I like to say, in the fabric.
Especially with these.
Yeah.
You'll have like little stop marks and stuff. Like this was almost impossible to make this fabric. I think we've shown on the live stream before. Do you have a picture of, or do we have
the ravaged,
the damaged one? The damaged one?
It's somewhere over here.
I see something on the top.
But anyways, just note that there's going to be, little stop-start marks, maybe a warp pick or two on the pair. So if you see something like this, people say, "Oh, I paid $2,000, my pair's not perfect." Well, this is kind of the reality.
That is the reality, and that's part of the beauty of this piece. It's part of the showing how ridiculously impossible it is to make this happen.
Yeah, it is quite intense. And then Brandon said we were also saving some of the fabric to make into all the little cut-off pieces. We're going to try to salvage every single little scrap.
This is just some fabric that has been tested, but even this we will cut up into keychains.
Yeah, so we're just practicing with the sewing on here, so you can see it's been sewn a whole bunch here. But little scraps, and then also I found this upstairs, and I thought this was pretty cool. So let me just show you from the front first. So this is the same sewing machine that we use on the 40-ounce, and this is it sewing through leather, which is pretty cool to see. But then when I turn sideways, look at that.
That's 40 ounces of leather, by the way.
Yeah.
So each of those are 10 ounces per square yard. So that's 40 ounces of leather that it's sewing through. That's over an inch thick.
Yeah. It's just insanity, and it feels nice too. Like it's so satisfying to look at and feel. This is the 32-ounce patch, right? I believe it's the same material.
I think this is Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Pretty sure it is.
Yeah, these look more than 10 ounce each. These look like they're almost 15 each. This is pretty chunky. Or maybe they're like 13, 14 ounces each. So times 4. That's crazy.
So, anyways, that's the 40-ounce update for now. We don't have any more than that. So there you go.
Yeah, I can tell you for sure. Like literally every single scrap that comes off from the cutting process, like every drop is saved. So like normally when you're making a pair of jeans, there's going to be like a lot of wastage. Like selvage only comes so wide, right? So you have to work with the fabric that's given to you, and you try to maximize as part of pattern making to get as many jeans as you can out of like every square feet of fabric. But often those scraps are just kind of thrown away. That's just how manufacturing works. In this case, every little drop, every single drop of fabric has been saved and put into like a special storage. Yeah.
All right, so I
Every
think
bit.
we should stop for a slight commercial break. Terry, can we have the blue beer? Can you prep the blue beer? Don't forget to like and subscribe. So let's try to get those likes up.
I see a couple of people ask about the Dia de los Muertos. Do you have an update on people for that, or do you have to stay tuned?
They're coming.
Very, very soon.
Yeah.
Very, very, very soon.
I've seen them.
Yeah, they're not. I want to pour one into a clear glass, and then we'll use these mugs
Yeah, so I was inspired by talking about blue beer over here. I think one of the first episodes here in Montreal, Brandon brought over some denim beer, right? It was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the commenters was like, "Oh, the best part, it would be even better if the beer was actually blue."
Mm-hmm.
Well, like my wife was watching, she heard that, and she actually went out to like the local dépanneur, and she found like a Quebec beer that claims to be blue. So this one here, they call it the Blue Hawaii. This is a local there. It's going to be all in French because we are here in La Belle Province.
Wait, it's all in French?
Yes, only French.
Doesn't have to be bilingual.
No, because we're not in a bilingual province.
No, it just has to have French. It can
Yeah.
have English.
Oh.
It can
You
have
can
English
tell
if it-
Garrett
if it
wasn't born
wants.
and raised here in
Yeah.
Quebec. Quebec is not a bilingual province.
Tabarnak.
Yeah. So here we go.
All right.
It is from the brewery Gaspard Brasserie
Where's that?
in Boucherville,
Where's
Boucherville.
Boucherville?
in the province of Quebec.
Is that like La Bouche? La Bouche?
Not like the Bouche, the famous 90s dance singer.
The Bouche?
I mean, a bouche it means mouth, and it
Yeah.
is spelled the same way.
Right? See, I was right.
Hmm?
Also, you're shaking the table, Brandon.
Yeah. Anyway,
Honor
so it's
Pierre
like
Boucher?
a Surette beer cocktail. So I'm gonna pour it. We'll see if it's blue. It says promises notes of pineapple and coconut. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, it's looking pretty blue.
Okay, you want to do the pour?
Yeah, let's do a pour. This is an air.
Here, Rin LS, do you know where you got the frame for the 15th anniversary poster? I got it custom framed. I took it to, it's right, how we look?
Move
Right
your
up
head.
there.
can't do it
There. Right there.
Pour a little more.
It's hard to go backwards. I got it
Okay.
custom framed. I just went to Michael's when they had a sale
Here, this
and
is
got
for
it custom
you.
framed. Oh, wow. It's a bit greenish, but
It is a bluey green, and then
I
we
think
have
it's-
these.
It's Greencast.
yeah, that thing is green. Because
It's Greencast.
look, if beer is usually yellow and they put blue dye into it,
So it makes
what
sense.
do you think is going to happen? Blue plus yellow equals green.
How do you know it's dye? Maybe it's natural.
Yeah, whatever it is.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't say that there's dye in it, so.
Wow. It definitely is.
So if you put it in your milk glass mug, you can still see the
yeah, you
blueness.
see the green
Yeah.
through it, or the blue
Cheers.
through it.
Yeah, cheers, cheers,
Cheers.
cheers,
Alright.
cheers, cheers.
Kampai.
Oh, it has a pineapple.
I smell the pineapple-y, coconutty.
Ooh, that's a bit too
Right away.
pineapple-y for me.
It's almost not beer.
Whoa.
It's almost like drinking like a cooler or something.
Well, it's called a Surette cocktail.
What's a Tourette? Oh, so it is a cocktail.
But it's also legally a beer. 'Cause
Legally
it
a
is,
beer.
It is made with
it's brewed.
hops and, malts and barley,
I heard it has they're
lactose,
putting more hops.
pineapple, and coconut.
The denim banners, anodyne, are gonna be available soon, but exactly when I don't know. Hopefully,
one right
hopefully before the end of the year. I really hope before the end of the year.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun showing those
The
off.
factory had a little delay in making them because we wanted to make them real perfect, and like it was not going perfectly. So yeah. So they should have been already ready, but anyway, hopefully we'll have them before the year at the end of the year.
So this
They're-
is the tragic blonde.
I think they're the nicest ones we've ever done. The print,
Oh, they're bigger too.
they're a little bit bigger.
They're so
The, the printing quality is really nice. The denim fabric that we chose this time is pretty nice. And we have it in the MIJ. And for the first time ever, we're going to have New York ones.
The New York one's
really-
very impressive.
Yeah, those are sick. I mean, the artwork by Alvin Lee is so fucking cool. I mean, he made the artwork for the MIJ also. He's he's pretty much our favorite artist.
For the New York ones, are we only going to sell that in the New York store?
Probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
get yourself to New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. Or maybe we could sell them from the New York
Yeah,
website too. But anyway, we'll see.
give those boys something special.
Yeah.
So yeah, coming soon. Also, banner jackets. Brandon, what's the deal with that?
Oh,
we
yeah.
have no new banner.
You're rolling it the wrong way, but
I'm doing it this way on purpose
oh.
so that it flattens out.
oh, okay. The banner jackets, I don't know.
People want them.
Well, first of all, we have to wait for the banners to come in. Once the banners come in, then we can make banner jackets.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It'll be easier to make them now that the fabric.
Oh yeah, I'm getting people will love them. I think people should go crazy for them. They're like obviously not everybody, but they're pretty wild. If you're a wild kind of guy,
Maybe
Yeah.
we should start first with just the tragic blonde, and then like the next year do the MIJ, and then the next year do a New York edition.
Yeah.
The New York
Cool.
one would be insane.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fine with that.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. One at a time.
Yeah, if you bought the disco, like the hologram jacket, then
So it's
You're gonna love this.
you're gonna love this.
it's not coated denim, right? W5. It's printed denim. It's printed on top.
Yeah.
It's like a rubber print, basically. It's like a rubber paint.
Excellent, yeah. Someone did ask and also answer what jacket am I wearing. I'm actually wearing the brick canvas chore coat. This is the large one. I actually threw it in the wash and the dryer just because I felt like it really came alive and softened out.
Why don't you show us your whole outfit?
Yeah, I'll give it a little twirl.
Should we show?
Yeah.
Should I show the banner jacket again?
Yeah, this is just a...
You can show the banner jacket.
Look at the
for
back
people at home.
jacket. And, oops, I'm coming out of focus. There you go. There we go. Back in focus. Yeah, so this is the Chore coat brick canvas. I gave it a quick wash and a dry. I used to be wear it before on Twatty episodes. Yeah, I quite like it. I do my chores in it here. Great, actually, for actually working here in the warehouse, I do enjoy it. I find it quite comfy, and it's just enjoying it, the smoothness of it.
What are you wearing for jeans, Terry?
Jeans. I'm wearing my trusty MIJ12s, green cast, of course. With my little leather boots on there as well.
Maybe I'll do a little costume change and put on my MIJ12.
It's like the third costume change he's done today. Yeah, we're going over here. Yeah, the people do want the banner jacket.
Time, here we go. I get a lot of compliments on this jacket, though. People do like
Because it's a nice jacket.
Nice little green cast.
Here, since we talked about the banner jacket,
Okay, there we
have
go.
the lovely Gigi to show off the jacket. Ooh, so it's pretty crazy. It's definitely out there. This is this is a medium. She could probably get away with doing a small.
Or extra small.
Yeah, but
The oversized look is cool, too.
yeah, that's it. I think it looks cool oversized. Certainly wild. Certainly not for everybody.
Smells good.
You smell like the print, probably.
Smells
But
like
this is the old
Carol's
one, so the
office.
yeah.
With the shoes.
Yeah, it looks good.
Well, so that's the banner jacket. Thanks, G.
Wait, I thought I was G.
You're also G. She's GG.
We have T.
You're regular
We
G.
got G's and B's and T's.
I like to call
there.
everybody by just the first letter of their name.
Yeah.
We got a couple V's.
Thing is,
we got
now
G.
that now you're the only B.
I'm the only B. I used to call Bezad B, and he called me B. I'd write, "Hey B, blah blah blah, blah B."
Thanks,
Sign my
B.
emails. Yeah. Thanks,
Thanks,
B.
B. Who was it?
That's funny. Is it the tragic blonde only? There are MIJ as well.
There is an MIJ one as well. We've shown it before. I have it in the other room. Now I don't feel like going to get it again. But yeah. Well, actually, to tell you the truth, we should make probably the tragic blonde and then make the one for New York. But then send some banners to Japan and have MIJ jackets with the. Oh, you see how I always use the.
Okay.
You're redlining the mic.
That's all right. Speaking of MIJ jackets, this thought just came to me, so I'm going to make you answer one of my questions. So one of the things that makes a heritage jacket, and we've got these little pleats here with these little cuts, and everyone says that they are for like expanding in case you've had too many like hot meals during your life. Is that true? Have you ever done it? Has anyone ever like...
Oh, snipped it?
Yeah, snipped the threads.
man.
and see
I've
what it
never
looks like?
seen anyone do it.
Yeah,
I dare someone.
Yeah, I think I've seen someone talk about that, but
Yeah, like
I
I
don't
dare someone to
I don't
do
think
it.
I don't think it's a great idea. I think
I think you'd have to be quite rotund.
Yeah,
You'd have to have a real beer belly and then once you
Real-
do that, it's gonna look funny.
I mean, look, if you gain a whole bunch of weight and then it's either that or throw it in the garbage, maybe go ahead and try it. But I wouldn't like do that planning to do it.
Yeah. You
Plan
could
to
always
gain
like
some weight.
fix it though. Like you could do that and then sew it back. It
Yeah, I
wouldn't be that hard.
guess. Doesn't sound like a great idea.
NT ski _ asks Essence exclusives.
No.
No.
I mean, no plans now.
No
Do you ever
plans.
get bored of wearing denim? Hell no, I am Kevin. All denim all day, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, what type
absolutely
of crazy
not.
question is that?
It's not a crazy
Absolutely
question. There's no crazy questions, but in general, Americans have been wearing denim for like almost 150 years now. They've been drinking Coca-Cola out of the red bottle for 150 years, and I promise you that Americans will still be wearing jeans and still be drinking Coca-Cola in another 150 years. So I don't think that anyone is going to get bored of wearing denim.
The thing is, denim is also like such a wide variety. Like you have pretty much now all colors if you want. So many different weights, so many different kind of like finishes. There's almost unlimited possibilities when it comes to denim. So that's why I never get bored. There's always like something else to wear.
I mean, we got. I remember someone asked me once, many years ago, like 16 years ago. They said like, "Oh, you know, are you gonna run out of ideas?" I said like, "No way, man. I don't think so." He's like, "Yeah, in 3-4 years you're gonna run out of ideas." Now is 16 years after he asked me that question, and we've got lots more ideas. So
Andre. Oh wait, no. Laquille Anderson asks, what is the first seasonal fabric offered in the String Guy? I'm guessing he means Strong Guy. I think, I'm going to guess, it was the Vulgar. I think that's the first one.
What, in Strong Guy? The Vulgar was the first one?
The first seasonal Strong Guy.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think it was
I don't remember. Maybe.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything before that.
Maybe. I have a really good pair of beat up Vulgars.
Yeah.
Probably my best faded jean over the past 17 years is a pair of the Vulgars. They're real beat up, real good.
No, the Vulgar Denim, which we also use for the La Belle Provence, is like a sleeper fader.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Justin's got a great pair.
It is one of the
yeah.
best faders. It has this like short slub to it that's just fades so nicely. It's got this real gritty texture without being too like obviously bumpy. So it's not like the MIJs where it's like you can see the texture even before you faded it all. But the Vulgar, it looks like a completely normal fabric, but then after it's faded, it's got this like staticky look. Yeah, I think static or like film grain also almost effect to it. So yeah, definitely recommend.
I want to jump in on here on Laquille's question. So I had a little bit of a typo for the Strong Guy, String Guy. Strong Guy typo brings us back to a real piece of Naked and Famous lore. So there's a very, very brief run, I think, for one jean and one part of one lot and one size, where the Joker tags, that's like the little kind of brown cardboard tag there, which has like the size and the fit in the description. It did not say Strong Guy. It was missing the R, so it said Ston Guy.
Yeah.
So if anyone out there who actually has like a Ston Guy Joker tag, it is probably like the rarest Joker tag from the entire collection. It's like one of those double-headed pennies or something like that there.
It's funny because like in the warehouse, we will all call it Ston Guy.
We're
like, I need a Ston Guy 32 solid black.
We had one Joker tag stuck to the wall, but I can't remember what happened to it.
Well, Steve is asking for a Vulgar Positivity denim. We do have almost exactly that coming. We will have the opposite of Vulgar denim. We will have a Peace and Love coming out for you. So there will be one with some beautiful words on it. Someone asked me, Brandon, how many personal pairs of jeans you have. I don't have that many, as I have many thousands of jeans in the warehouse here. But I probably only have like 20 pairs of jeans that I actually like have owned and have worn, something like that. But like I don't wear, like I don't cycle through 20 jeans. I cycle through like 3 jeans at a time, really.
3. I think I maybe have like 12 jeans at home.
Yeah, but you're not cycling through them.
No, I like pretty much stick to like 1 or maybe 2 at a time, and that's just how I like to do it. I don't have a huge rotation going. We got a question here, which I was just actually kind of reading about, and I'll maybe bring that up. Will you guys try Zimbabwe cotton for any of the denim jeans? So I'll let Brendan kind of answer that, and then I have kind of like a follow-up that I just read about.
Well, I think we've used Zimbabwe cotton back in the day in the past. It is an extra long staple cotton, and it's very beautiful. But we've used stuff from Cameroon as well. We've used extra long staple cotton from America. We've used extra long staple cotton from Egypt, from all kind of different places. So we're certainly pro Zimbabwe cotton. It's super cool. So I'm not against it. Perhaps we will.
Yeah. So I was just reading this book here because I'm setting up some study materials for our staff here just to get everyone steeped in the ultra deep denim knowledge. And in this book, I was just reading about some of the extra long staple cottons, and they were bringing up the Zimbabwe cotton. And some people think, oh, Zimbabwe cotton is the best, but really is not the case. Like, you can get amazing cotton from any of the major countries that are growing cotton. So it would be, like United States, China, India, Pakistan. Those are like the 4 biggest producers of cotton, and they all produce high quality long staple fiber. So it's not just the Zimbabwe cotton. The difference between the Zimbabwe cotton and most of the other cottons is in more of the developed world, they're using machinery to pick the cotton, whereas I think most of the Zimbabwe cotton, they pick it by hand. So it's basically a difference in the picking rather than the actual cotton itself, because you can really grow high quality cotton in any of those places where they have the right amount of sun, the right amount of heat. But yeah, here's a book. It's called Blue Blooded Denim Hunters and Jeans Culture. I highly recommend you pick it up. It's got a wealth of information in here, as well as a bunch of cool. I don't want to spoil it. Maybe I'll spoil it just a little bit. But if you want to learn all about how denim is made, they go into all the nitty-gritty details about spinning, dyeing, everything you need to know. And I highly recommend this as you're reading. So pick one up. Hopefully it's still in print. I'm not sure. I didn't even check. What are people saying in the chat?
People want to know about the Shinigami.
Shinigami? Well, there's no... I keep on getting people asking about the Shinigami. There's no updates. People are commenting on the YouTube videos. Like, I'll release a video about the deep sea, and people are like, when is the Shinigami coming? And I'm like, November, December. I don't have a date right now, but it's going to be coming towards the end of the season. That's what I can
We'll
tell
keep
you.
everybody posted. Jeremy Sims asks about any plans for more stores. I really do want to open a store in LA, and La Brea might be the perfect place. I'm not sure where Sunset Junction is exactly. I guess on Sunset Strip. But I don't know. I'm just with the New York store. It was just so obvious. It's close to us. New York is like the center of the universe. I mean, figuratively. And I can drive there in 6 hours. It's the same time zone as us. It takes 1 or 2 days to ship to there. Oh, Silver Lake, hipster town. Silver Lake is fun and it's cool, but I don't think you get the same amount of traffic, and it's very expensive to have a place there. Anyway, we shall see. Stay tuned.
Okay, so I thought we could change gears a little bit and talk about something a little more housekeeping-y, but I just thought I'd bring it up just so that everyone knows kind of the way we do things. But every once in a while I'll be getting emails, or I'll be going through the emails, and I used to answer all the emails. Now Vincent takes care of most of the emails, but every once in a while I'll kind of check up on and see what people are saying in the emails. And one of the things that we always get, or we'll maybe get a review every once in a while, like a bad review. People say, "Oh, your return system is too hard, and that's why I don't know, I'm leaving this bad review because you make it hard to make returns." So I thought I'd talk about that with you guys and just kind of tell you the reason that we do things the way we do. So basically, it usually boils down to two things, and it's giving you the best possible value that we possibly can at the lowest possible price. So people, first of all, we sell a lot to the United States. That's where a lot of our packages are going, and we're in Canada, so it becomes a little bit more complicated to return items. And secondly, because we are shipping internationally from the US back to Canada, it's more expensive. So if you were just to go to USPS, whatever, buy a label, you're looking at around $30 to maybe sometimes even $40 to return that. So what we've done to try to make things as cheap as possible for you guys is we do offer return shipping labels. So you go on the website, you apply for your return. Most of the time it's going to be automatically approved 99% of the time. And then you're going to be directed to go purchase a return shipping label. From the US, it's $15. It's a little bit more expensive for international. And so then you're going to purchase that, and you won't get a label right away. And here's the thing is, it's not an automated system. And the reason is because we actually get better prices if we do it ourselves. So every day we have someone, either Jovan or Vinny or someone, they'll sit down on the computer and they're going to manually make you those invoices. And because we do it, it takes a little bit longer, but you end up saving a whole bunch of money in the process. And also we do it this way because sending stuff internationally is a little more complicated. So you need to have a commercial invoice. And if you were to just send it yourself, not only would you be paying money, but if you incorrectly fill out the commercial invoice, it might actually get returned back to you, which is going to waste even more of your time, even more of your money. It can be very frustrating. So that's why we do things the way we do, is to try to really save you money as much as possible. So that's just kind of something I wanted to address. There was one other thing that I want to say. Sometimes people they say, how come there's no free shipping? Brandon, do you know why there's no free shipping?
Why is there no free shipping, Garrett?
It's because there's no such thing as a free lunch. So if you get free shipping from other companies, free shipping just doesn't appear out of the air. it has to be paid for. So if we're going to have free shipping, we have to build it into the cost of the product. Same that goes for free returns. So if you're buying something that has free returns, they're building that cost into the product. So because we want to make it
not
cheap.
Amazon.
Yeah, we're not Amazon, but we want to make it as cheap as possible for everyone. So if you follow the size chart, you use the measuring guide, you don't need to make returns probably the vast majority of the time. Why should you pay the extra money so that the person who doesn't do their due diligence, they don't pay attention, they don't take the 5 minutes, all it takes is 5 minutes to measure your pair and use a size chart. Why should you have to pay to subsidize their free return shipping? So yeah, this is my level-headed rant. Yeah. I'm just trying to explain it to people because I understand why some people would find it frustrating. How come you don't do this? How come you don't do that? Why is it taking so long? It's all, we've thought about it all. We've weighed the pros and cons of everything, and we're doing it for you guys, again, to give you the best possible value at the very lowest price, so you don't have to pay any extra. And again, you have to do a little bit of due diligence, put a little bit of work in, a little bit of time, but in the end, it's going to all pay off.
We're not a giant evil corporation also. We're not a humongous multi-billion-dollar firm like Amazon is. We're a family-owned company. We charge a very reasonable amount for shipping, and we keep all the prices low for you guys.
And actually, here's the reality, the truth. We do actually subsidize shipping a little bit sometimes. So, our shipping rate is a flat rate, which is, $10 to the United States.
Yeah. If you live in Florida, which is pretty far from us, if you live in California, if you live in Hawaii, you live in
Alaska.
Even Alaska gets $10, gets $10 anywhere in America.
It can be a little bit expensive, and we do kind of eat that cost.
If you live in a little rural town in the middle of nowhere, it usually would cost much more to ship to there. We still charge $10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we do kind of cover a little bit, but I just want to let people know why we do our returns the way we do. And then finally, one last thing is sometimes people say, hey, why do you guys only do returns for store credit? I want to buy 10 items, ship them all to me, try them on, and then ship back 9 of them to you. Why can't you give me a refund on that? I don't want a store credit.
Well, that's the thing is we're not a showroom here. This is not to try stuff on. It just totally does not work for a little family company to be able to do that.
Yeah. So precisely that's the reason we only offer store credit on returns through Tateyoko and Naked Famous Denim to prevent people from going and ordering a huge amount of clothes, having it shipped all the way to them, then returning most of it back. And part of the reason, not only is it extremely wasteful, it's going to cost a lot in freight, which again, we have a flat rate on shipping and then a flat rate on return. So it's going to be very expensive to do both of those things. But even more than that is Terry, Terry, and Maxim and Vinny in the warehouse. They're only 3 guys.
Yeah, so there's only 3 of us, and we have a lot of other things part of our daily duties there. So you're just gonna be Max in the morning there, and he has other things to do during the day, and just one of his responsibilities is taking care of the returns, and I mean all of them, every single one. So he'll collect, he'll process them, he'll inspect them, and then clean them up and make sure that you're willing and ready and enjoying to buy it yourself there and enjoy it. So it has to all go for him. And if you're doing 50, 100 a day, it's a lot different from doing 500 or 1,000 a day. We'd have to do a lot to it. And this is a people may be surprised. It's not a humongous company. This is a family-run business. There's not a ton of people working here. What you're looking at right now is a substantial portion, a significant portion of the entire workforce. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not including sewers, we have more. But I see NTSki or NT Ski perhaps asked if we're gonna have a website in Canadian dollars, and the answer is yes. We're working on it. Stay tuned.
I was working on it specifically today.
It's a big thing. Not yet, but soon. We have a great guy.
Well, White Shadow 666777 says, "What's the hiring process like for NF? If you're interested in a job, please send us an email. You can just email info@, and we will connect you into the HR department, which is probably my sister and Garrett.
Yes.
And we are looking for people now. So spread this. You can spread the word. We're looking. Currently, we are looking for a part-time sales for the Montreal store for Tateyoko to work on the weekends and maybe a little bit during the week as well. So please, if anyone is interested in a job, just email us. You can even call us. Yeah, hit us up. Hit us up on Instagram. Hit us up by email.
Don't hit us
you
up
want.
on Instagram. I won't read your message.
Don't hit us up on Instagram.
Hey, you can hit up Brandon, but just not
hit up me. Or just email us.
Yeah, that's also another thing. I never mentioned it.
Oh,
but
for the NYC store, the same thing. You can either email info@nakedandfamousdenimnyc.com or even just email info@nakedandfamousdenim.com, and we will connect you. It is possible that the NYC store is also looking for a part-time person. So White Shadow 66777. Send over an email, or even just go into the store and talk.
I was going to say
you can also pop into the store and talk to Steve or Shane,
Yeah.
who are the manager and assistant manager, and they're super nice, and they'll take your resume and we'll check you out.
for Tate and Yoko, ideally I'm trying to hire someone for Saturday or Sunday and probably Monday, and we're looking for someone that can speak French. You have to be able to speak French.
You have to be fluently bilingual and legally allowed to work.
Legally
in
allowed to work
the
in
country
Canada.
of Canada.
Yeah.
And be located in Montreal.
Or soon to be located.
Yeah,
in
or soon to be
Montreal.
located. It worked for him. He came over.
Yeah.
Yes, well, if you want to work in a Montreal store, you got to be in Montreal.
Yeah.
So we look forward to hearing from you. And this is really the best place to find potential people to join the team, because you guys are the hardcore ones. You tune in to get the inside scoop, and I want to thank you guys for tuning
That's
in.
a good point there. So a number of people in the company, I'm thinking, so like myself, Vincent, Justin, and some others, we were all customers and viewers before working here. So basically, we watched the stream, we actually came in the store, we kind of looked around and perused and stuff, and we're kind of already a little bit nerdy. And through there, we came to the company. So that's a great way. And first impressions, in-person impressions accounts for a lot.
Yeah, it definitely helps. That's why I can hire people who are customers, because I know they're at least somewhat passionate and familiar with the product.
Yeah, and we can teach about jeans, but it's all about having that kind of like a passionate, nerdy personality there.
As I like to say to Brandon, it's all about the sparkle in the eye.
The sparkle in the
You know
eye.
what I mean? Like, some people have it, some people don't. And honestly, I've interviewed a lot of people, and can be rough. Some people, they just don't have the sparkle in their eye. They need it. I want to see that, like, they need to want it.
You call it the buy-in. You call it the love. You call it the passion.
hungry.
For 17 years, our secret ingredient has been passion. When someone sees us talk about denim and they see that we love it, they're like, oh, like, even if they don't get it, even if they're just kind of like on the auxiliary of the denim nerd world, but then they see how excited and how passionate we are about it, they're like, okay, like, we fucking get it.
Here's a word. I'm gonna pitch a word to you, Brandon. This might not be the correct word, but I think you're the correct guy to ask. Would chutzpah be the right?
Chutzpah means chutzpah is Yiddish. It means gall. It means like, do you have the? That means that more means that this person has the balls. Like, chutzpah means like.
All right, so maybe not quite right.
It's like, go over there and ask that guy for a free beer, and I'm like, oh, what chutzpah you have, like, to be able to, like, it means that means someone who has the balls.
Okay.
I mean, it's sometimes it's good to have people who have chutzpah. It's good to have chutzpah sometimes in sourcing, It's like, ask them for a discount. It's like, no, come on, you gotta do it. Ask them for a discount on the fabric. Sometimes you gotta have a little bit of chutzpah.
I'm expanding my Yiddish repertoire.
Yeah, cojones is basically it.
Cool.
Yeah. So sparkle in the eye, not exactly the same.
Not
but
the same.
When you meet someone and they just have that, like, that energy to them, that they really want the job and they're really interested. So that's my tip of the day. When you go into an interview, make sure you got the sparkle in your eye.
Yeah. And run your resume for the spell checker, please. I mean, in this day and age,
Run it through the spell checker, and also make sure you have complete sentences. Complete sentences are advised. I've had some resumes come in with incomplete sentence. No, even shocker. I showed Terry the other day an incomplete run-on sentence. Believe it or not.
Yeah, kind of like train of thought.
It's kind of the ultimate of, like, incorrect sentences.
Yeah,
it was kind of interesting, but I think that person was ESL, so I'll let them have a little bit of a pass.
I understand ESL. Like, Garrett and I both worked in English schools for a while. Kind of a.
Okay, so I want to show off one spring summer 25 item. I'm gonna go get it.
Spring summer. Okay, all right.
Come back with it.
Should we show off some other stuff in the meantime, or are we waiting now?
Well, what else?
Take a look at the questions there.
You know what? I almost forgot. I promised everyone we're gonna look at your Boro collection.
Oh, the Boro.
It's Boro
time.
It's Boro
I'm getting
time.
a little
Boro
bored.
Maybe we can borrow some fabric. All right. Well, basically, what Boro is is basically back in the day, there were Japanese peasants who had clothing. That clothing would sometimes get ripped, whether it was a kimono or a small blanket or a pair of pants or an overcoat or whatever it was, and it got ripped. They didn't throw it out. You don't throw anything out. It's just like in America, and in the early 1900s, in the Great Depression, nobody was throwing anything out. And what did they do with it? They made quilts. And Boro is basically the same thing. It's essentially patchwork quilts, except it was so often done with indigo dyed clothing. So over the past bunch of years, I have collected stuff from Japanese antique stores, from stores in the countryside, from flea markets in Japan as well. And I'm very excited that on November 10th, in just a few days, I'm going to go to my favorite antique flea market in Tokyo again, called the Oedo Antique Market. And that is the very market where I got a bunch of these things. So here is a really beautiful heavy one. These are ones that they sometimes have, and you see this little square in the middle because they'll do like a tea ceremony and put the that in the middle. You can also see that there's sashiko going on. Sashiko in Japanese means like little stabs, and so you can see these like little stabs going on. This one is actually quite thick.
It's very heavy.
Yeah, this one is quite thick, quite heavy because it's kind of used almost like as a cushion. You can have it on the floor and you can sit on it, and so this one kind of has a lining to it. This is a beast. I like to have some thick ones. Here you have Japanese kanji also. Oops. Hard to point in the mirror over there. So this is a really beautiful one, and I'm not sure exactly how old it is, but I do have some from the Edo period, which is from the early 1800s. And of course,
this is the best one.
This is one of the most expensive ones that I've ever bought. I have some other really beautiful ones, but Garrett lost them.
I did not lose any. They're upstairs.
Oh,
you
man,
lost them in your office.
Fuck, I really hope you didn't lose them.
It's impossible.
How
How would I lose it?
I have a beautiful red one that I bought years ago that is dyed in all these different flower dyes. It's called Hanazome.
I bet you I can go upstairs and find it.
It was dyed in natural flower dye. If Garrett lost that one,
impossible.
oh my
It's
god.
impossible.
It's not a library. It hasn't gone anywhere.
It doesn't leave your office.
But yeah, look how beautiful this one
Or
is.
my office.
It's so beautiful. I also have collected a bunch this cool rope, which I think is cool. So it's kind of like Boro rope.
What do you use that for, Brandon?
Yeah. So I mean, GG. I'm sorry. And,
I thought you have some of that upstairs too. They're special.
Anywho, by the way, the Japanese do use jute to tie up for like sex things. But this is really beautiful. Like look how fucking cool that is.
The jute is very abrasive.
I didn't know what I was gonna do with it. I still don't. We could do some kind of store display or this or that or photo shoot with it.
You know
but
what I do with it? I
it's
use it
just
for
fucking
pictures.
Cool.
Yeah.
Garrett uses it for
All of
photos.
this stuff basically has one purpose, and it's
It's the
for
props
photos.
department. Yeah.
This
Props
one is
department.
sick also.
Yeah, this one's super cool.
I was gonna. We also.
One more time.
If in our New York store, you can see that some of the dressing room.
It folds out one more time. Yeah, there you go.
This one was also not cheap, by the way, for the record.
Here, I'll hold this side. You hold that side.
Whoa, man, that was regal.
Oh, yeah.
Positively
What is
regal.
this?
Whoa, so this one's pretty cool too.
What
So
type of animal is
Looks
that?
like a
so
rising
this-
phoenix
yeah,
or
this is,
something.
I think it's some kind of bird. Maybe it's a tsuru, but
Some kind
maybe,
of bird.
it could be a crane. But I'm not sure.
How much?
If anyone knows
Yeah,
what
how much was the price, Brandon?
this one was, more than I don't remember. I think like $800.
Yeah, put that on your Trans Am.
Yeah. So usually I try to spend less than that, but yeah, this one was just so fucking cool that I could not resist. Gonna make Garrett fold all these up nicely later,
Do it tomorrow.
especially since he lost my greatest.
It's not lost. I'll show it next
Man,
time.
It will
If
come.
you
It'll come
lost
back.
It's impossible.
Here's
You
another.
see
Here's another kind of super heavy tea ceremony one. Pretty cool on this
Man,
side,
it's like
and
a
I really like
quilt.
the other side too. Yeah,
Oh, that's nice. Oh, it's got those the symbols there, like the arrow
Yeah.
fletching. That's cool.
this one's pretty cool. Man, the saddest thing is that I had like 10 of them get lost in by UPS. If you've ever been to our New York store, you can see that the dressing rooms are kind of empty because the dressing rooms were supposed to be fully covered. Oh wow, yeah.
This is what the Capital Boys wish they had.
Yeah.
Right? This
That's
is
right.
like authentic
Yeah.
Capital. This is the real deal right here.
Yeah, sometimes I see shit like this and I just have to buy it.
But it's so cool, right?
Yeah, and this is just like some peasant.
It's a
wore
little
this
bit
silver
small
and,
on me, so this is probably for a small person.
Yeah,
but
you need to be a bit more emaciated.
Now, now this is similar to Boro, and this is a real kasuri, where fabric is made with fabric. So basically, what they do is that they'll take something that is so tattered and broken, and they'll take strips of fabric, and then they'll weave with strips of fabric. So if you look closely, you can see that this is in fact fabric woven from fabric. So fabric woven from ripped up strips of fabric. If you see the ends, well, I don't want to pull anything out.
Yeah, it's gentle here.
Yeah. I don't want to pull anything out of it because I don't want it to start to
We
unravel
got a
and
frayed
stuff.
edge there. I'm trying to
Yeah.
hold out the camera over there.
And there's
Get
some
that.
like patchwork done on it too for
There we
repairs and
go.
this and that.
this one's a little bigger.
But yeah, if you look at the back, you can really see how it's fabric woven with fabric.
I feel like I'm touching a museum piece I'm not supposed
Yeah,
to
yeah,
touch.
yeah. This one was also not cheap, but and it's pretty damn big too. But anyway.
All about how you do markets. What's your technique?
Oh yeah, well the technique is that you got to bring 2 bags when you go to Japan. You got to bring 1 bag for like one big suitcase for all your stuff, and then inside that suitcase you got to bring like another like a little army bag or like a little like a small duffel. And then when it's time to go to the flea market, the real good trick is you go with your rolling duffel so that you can buy stuff and put it. No, I mean your rolling suitcase, so you can buy stuff and put it in the suitcase right away, and so you don't have to carry everything that you bought. Especially when you plan to buy
These
a
are
lot
pretty
of
cool.
stuff.
This one fits better.
Yeah.
But there's also pants.
I have all kinds of funky stuff like that. I have a kimono with a naked lady on the back also.
This one's kind of like an overall, or it's like a pant that you tie up. Like this.
Yeah.
It's definitely very small.
Yeah, they told me that these were basically old farmer stuff.
But don't tell people what this is for
Okay.
yet. We're gonna have people guess in the chat.
Yeah. And
So-
when I saw this, I also had to buy it just because it looks so friggin' cool.
To me, this screams one thing: Adventure Time. If you're an
Yeah.
Adventure Time watcher, it looks like something they'd have in Adventure Time. Like this, if it came to life.
I'm gonna wear it backwards like a
Yeah,
plate, like
so
a plate carrier.
yeah, so basically, yeah. So it's not a bullet. Yeah, Turtle Hermit cosplay.
There you go.
Turtle Hermit. Yeah.
So does anyone want to guess what it actually is, or should I
No,
just
give them a few seconds. There's a
Yeah,
little bit
yeah.
of delay.
like what is it for?
So let's.
Yeah.
On one side over here, you can see it's kind of like a
And
woven.
This is from
Camelback.
and this is from like the 1800s as well, by the way.
And then on this side,
This-
it has
this
kind
is-
of like
this is
almost
more
a
than 100 years old.
corduroy-ish
Face
finish.
hugger.
And on the inside here, it's got like ropes they've put a whole bunch of ropes in here and sewn it together to make these straps.
I think that I think that people are saying water, but it's not like there's no water goes in it. But basically, what it's for is for carrying something that is either very heavy or it's padding for carrying heavy stuff is exactly as Stone
Yeah,
called it.
one point for Stone.
Yeah,
and for Nolan.
not just necessarily heavy stuff, but it could be something that is sharp or like that you have to carry on your back, or something that is hot. So. Yeah, I mean exactly. It could be for carrying rice. It could be for carrying like big pots. It could be for carrying big metal things. It could be for carrying
For
also
soup.
very hot things.
Hot pudding.
So that you put on your back so that you don't
Jam
get
spoiled
burned,
steel.
basically.
What?
Yeah. So where in Tokyo is this? What was it called again?
So it's called the Oedo, so Oedo, the Oedo Antique Flea Market. It's once every second Sunday. It's amazing. It's what's the town? What's the area of town called? It's not too far from Ginza, but it's not in Ginza itself. Now I forgot the area.
Ginza Flea
you'll
Market.
find it. Put that into Google.
It doesn't matter. If you type in, they have their own website and everything. They say like when it is. The next one that we will be going to is going to be on November 10. So if you're come and meet up. Bayzad will meet there too. And there's a Shake Shack.
It's a Shake Shack.
Shioda Market, and there's a Shake Shack right there, and so we will probably go and buy some Japanese antiques and then eat a delicious squishy cheeseburger.
Firearms USA says proof you should not put new wine in old wine skins. Weren't we talking about wine skins earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
talk
What a
about
coincidence. We were already talking about that
fermenting
before
wine,
the
wineskins.
before the show.
Andres, I think that's pretty cool. Definitely points, extra points.
Yeah, extra
3 points for
you,
Gryffindor.
Andrew.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I think that's super cool.
Good job.
If you were actually interested in a job at the New York store, please go speak to Steve and give him your resume, and maybe it'll work out perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we'll get to the last little component here, the last feature, until we go off the rails.
Oh
If
yeah.
you guys have more questions,
Keep them coming. Like, you know, if we missed your question, put it in again there. The
Yeah,
chat
this is
is
cool.
moving pretty quick.
Mr. Brandon, what can you tell us about these?
Yeah. So is this the
This
work?
is-
Right? Am I correct?
I think this one is the high noon.
Oh yeah. Sorry. The high noon selvage.
High noon.
And these are really cool, lightweight. Coming out for this a spring preview, as Garrett said it. So you see like a little bit of a neppy texture. So for anyone who loved the workforce denim, it's kind of similar to that. It's got a similar weight. Look at the nice, clean selvage edge on it too. And yeah, for the springtime, these are going to be so badass. That beautiful workwear blue color with a really strong nep texture. Peekaboo selvage coin pocket. Everything is badass on these.
It's got this. I wonder if that's just for the ladies one though. If we're gonna have the cardboard.
This patch, yeah. This is the basically
Tyvek.
vegan friendly patch. Just like a super thick cardboard that can't be ripped. Yeah, the fabric is super beautiful, and I expect this one to be definitely a crowd favorite.
I think it's cool because it's like a lighter color blue, and people are always asking for lighter color blue jeans. So it's starting at this lighter blue, not super light, but because it's lighter to start with, it's gonna fade a little bit faster, and you're gonna get to that like light baby blue color sooner than if you started with a dark blue jean. So I think it's kind of a nice summertime. This is coming for spring summer 25. This is a ladies fit. I don't know which one it is. This one doesn't have the right label in it. I'm guessing this is the classic, or what was going to be called the True Girl for next season. It looks like it. Like
Yeah.
90% sure.
That's right. Reach for the sky.
Reach for So, anyways, I just thought it was cool. This is probably my favorite from the collection, but we're going to be having much more. And I want to start showing you guys previews of the spring summer 25 because it's just around the corner. Like I set up the little planner, Kanban board.
Someone is asking for a preview of next season of upcoming seasons, so we will post that pretty soon. We'll post like a complete video showing everything for spring summer soon. So stay tuned for that. Adam Brown and everyone else who is
That's right. Cardboard patches, are they heritage?
Yeah, they're
Of course. Levi's have done them for so long. You would see the cardboard patch with the red printing. We just do an emboss on it instead because I think it's just cleaner. I once sampled with the red, but then it's just like looks so contrasty and looks like too much. I think this is just a little bit cleaner.
True Girl. How is that different from the classic? I don't know. Tammy's gonna have to tell
wait
you.
and see. Watch this space. We will tell you eventually. Don't worry, this is not going to be a stealth release. We'll make a big deal about it.
Yeah.
And we're excited to show off this.
One of these Thursdays, we'll have Tammy on, and she will come and talk lots and lots about the women's collection too.
Yeah.
And give everybody extra.
The women's collection is being tweaked right now.
Yeah.
It's being refined. So there's going to be a whole bunch of small changes to make the fits more improved so they fit more people. So yeah, a lot of good stuff coming for the ladies.
Very exciting for sure.
All right, I think we're getting to the end here. So if you have any last minute questions, make sure you put them down below, and we'll do our best.
Yeah. MIJ 14 is in process. We'll keep you guys posted too, but it's coming.
Wonder Looper talked about doing iron dyed fox fiber. Any chance of that from Naked? So iron dyeing, I think I know what you're talking about. It's like the rusted iron dyeing, which is like one of the oldest forms. I'm sure, Terry, you know what I'm talking about. The oldest forms of dyeing is like you use iron and you put like, I forget if you put like an acid or a base or something into it.
We love natural dyes, and we will be doing more and more natural dyes. Iron dye, sure, we're not opposed to it.
Thing is, dyeing. Here's the problem: is like dyeing fox fiber is kind of like it defeats the purpose.
Yeah, it does a little bit defeat the whole idea about fox fiber is that you don't have to bleach or dye it. So
Except you can have a warp in one color and a weft and
So if we could have
it can be played.
An iron dyed warp or weft, and then have the fox fiber kind of
Or
go
maybe
off
like a
that.
fox fiber color core where fox fiber is dipped into indigo and it starts indigo and it fades to fox fiber.
That would be amazing. Yeah.
That could be something there. That really let like the character of the fox fiber come
like a
through.
dirty fade fox fiber.
Yeah,
Write that down. Write that down.
Yeah, Adam Brown. Some natural dyes need mordant, some don't. So we shall see.
Ooh, Andre says heavyweight zip coat soon. That could be cool.
Heavyweight.
That would be
Zipco.
quite niche, but definitely could be a thing. Green fox fiber denim. I would love green fox fiber.
They do
denim.
have. I have seen before. They. I wonder if she's still doing it, but I've seen a little bit in a jar.
the green fox fiber.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool.
I've seen photos of it. Well, I remember the first fox fiber we did. I think it was called the brown fox. If I'm correct.
True Grit.
Oh no, okay. So second.
That the secret.
No, but they have a really
The second
one.
one was the brown fox. It was a blend of fox fiber green and fox fiber brown, I believe.
All right, we're gonna have to go to the farm.
Yes, I want to go to the farm.
We're there. Send us to the
Terry
farm.
and I, we all want to go to the farm.
I'm no stranger to hanging out on farms. I get my farm boots on.
Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah.
There you go. They said
See the
she's growing a
fields.
patch one. It takes longer than just that, but I hope so. I think that's cool.
Yes. Wow, this is so fragrant. It's almost like drinking sunscreen. That's how much. That's how much.
That's not a compliment in any way.
But you know how like they sometimes perfume sunscreen to have that like coconutty pineapple pina colada.
It
kind
does
of,
contain coconut, so it must be. I mean, like the
It
coconut,
has a pina
coconut plus
colada
pineapple is going to give you.
synthetic smell.
Pineapple's good, but coconut is c'est pas nécessaire.
If you have me a choice between this and the rabbit beer Old Style Person, I'm going to choose the rabbit beer over this. However, I do love a good craft beer. I used to brew my own beer. I was a big beer nerd for a long time. I brewed a lot of beers. Kind of really got into it, just kind of like coffee. But yeah, I've kind of found myself coming back to like lighter beers after doing like all the hops and like the double hops and double dry hopped and like hop bombs and like
The triple imperial IPA.
yeah, tasting like and drinking long
heard
clippings
they're
for a
going to be
while.
adding more hops to the
Yeah.
recipe.
After a while, you know what? I kind of find myself going back to pale ales.
You go full circle.
You kind of go back.
Okay, so I think it's time for snack time.
Snacks. We got lots of snacks.
Which snack are we doing today?
However, on your snack time, I will be departing.
All right.
Okay. Adios, amigos.
You guys have snack time. Thanks, everybody. See you guys later.
This you might broke.
Is that the durian
Our
one?
lovely assistant Gigi has supplied some snacks.
These have weird little fish in,
Oh man, I like those.
and these are ramune and some.
Ramune hachu.
I think we should do one of those ones. Those ones look interesting.
There you go.
There you go.
There's some sardines in there.
Okay, Terry. Ooh. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with this one.
All right, so let's get the close up here.
This is adult flavored. This is for adults.
Tastes like
there.
adults.
Yeah, so it has like a more sophisticated adult
right.
flavor on it. That's kind of like a Japanese
So if you look
thing
closely,
that you'll see a lot in.
it's got little guys in there, little fish.
Yeah, big fan of little fish there.
The poisson.
Oh.
And here's the back. So is this like the fish egg roe?
So this
Crispy
one is
guys?
definitely a party pack. So some are just gonna be like regular rice crackers here. Some are gonna have a little bit of fish roe on them there. So I've actually had before my in-laws have sent this over in a little bit of a care package. I don't know exactly which one's which there. I can definitely see that there's some actual shrimp on the back there. So let's kind of crack it open.
I want to see if there's little. They're not shrimp. These are
Fish.
Fish.
Yeah, so I send a similar product over to my brother and his son there, my nephew.
Can you
and
read this one?
that
It says
first part.
big person.
No, it's adult. That's what I was going on there.
Oh.
Yeah, adult flavor. So yeah, like there's like you see this a lot, especially in candies and curries and stuff there. So if you're looking more for like a chocolate for a kid, it might be like a really sweet milk chocolate. And then sometimes if they want like in Japan to advertise like a product towards like adults there, it's like don't feel bad, this a bit more sophisticated. It'll be like a bit less sweet, less sugar, maybe a bit more bitter, a bit more refined. They'll put that care. They'll put like
So what does
adult
this
chocolate.
last little character mean? Because I can read the first two. but
That
what's
third
guy?
character is going to get you really far in Japan. It's no, and it's a possessive.
Oh, so big person no.
Yeah. So
What does that
adults
mean?
are adults.
Oh, it's
That's
plural.
gonna be kind of close. Not plural. It's a possessive,
I don't get it.
as in like his Terry's.
So it's for big
Four
people.
adults. Yeah, 4 adults.
It's for the big people.
Yeah, 4 adults.
All right. Well, I think it's time that we.
It's not taste at all, so it's not like an adult snack, but
It's for adults.
yeah.
Bye bye.
It's like for a mature palate.
Mature.
One might imagine an adult palate. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm getting some nori notes on the open.
Big seaweed energy.
Yeah. Oh, so there is little fish in here.
I'm going straight to the fish because.
Oh, really? Okay, we're gonna go straight to the fish.
I'm gonna show off this little buy. Okay. We got little Nemo over here. Straight to the camera. Focus, Nemo. Focus, Nemo. There we go. This is a fish. It is,
This is a fish.
yeah. Right from the beak to tail.
There's my guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
A little bit of the fish there. So I'm gonna do a fish cheers of Mr. Garrett there.
Cheers.
And eat the fish. Cheers.
Oh, he's hard.
Yeah, it's delicious.
I mean, it's sweet. He's been candied.
You know what goes really well with? Beer.
And then he's got this little
Oh my gosh.
little ball coated in seaweed.
Yeah, there's a whole snack section. The whole snack section in these stores for treats that go particularly well with beer.
Yeah.
Beer, whiskey, wine, sake.
There's definitely is
soju.
hitting those salty umami notes. So probably got a little bit of MSG on here. I think nori has MSG naturally. These little fish guys probably have MSG in them naturally.
It does. I'm sure they add a little bit extra because it's always delicious. I'm gonna show off one more over here. We got what looks like a corn nut with a little bit of a little treat right on the very top there. I think that's kind of cute.
Does that one have the fish eggs on it?
No, I think it's like cheese or something.
Yeah.
It's cheese.
So this one's got like little rice. It kind of looks actually like a crab, a fake crab piece wrapped in nori. Good. Yeah. Overall,
Quite
what's
delicious.
the rating you're gonna give these guys?
So I've actually had these before. I'm kind of quite surprised to see Gigi bring them in. I'm a big fan, so I'm just a solid. I think these are a winner. These are a great daily driver. I'm gonna give them a full 7.7.
How close will it?
7.7 out of 10 for daily driving, booze, snacking. There's a lot of different flavors in each bag, and it's not too much. They're just enough to kind of take the edge off whatever pang of hunger you have. Big fan. I like it a lot.
Yeah, these are great. Would recommend.
Thank you. Goes well. I finished my green purple beer, so I'm gonna pour the rest of it over there.
Musky Monkey says, I think they're anchovies. I don't think they're anchovies. Maybe they are, but anchovies I find are bigger, wider.
It could be wider.
Um,
These are quite desiccated, though.
they're quite shrunken,
You gotta spend some time in the sun.
but I don't know. At least the Western style anchovies that you get on pizza don't taste anything like these guys.
Yeah, well, they're kind of soaked in the oil, so I think it's thing. I mean, BD has the point there. We have some special cat food that looks a lot like this. I know my wife gets some really fancy cat food from Taiwan there, and it's basically just whole sea creatures. So the whole scallop, the whole fish, the whole baby squid. So it literally is just that. It's a creature that's been dried out, and then that's it. So people can absolutely eat it. It's human safe. The cats love it. They go bananas for it. They really, really like it. It's a special treat. Not just for your pets. Yes, a little fish, not just for your pets. That's my little
You know why? You know how you know?
Yeah.
It's for the big people.
Yeah, it's for the big people.
It says right there.
The
For the people.
adults.
That one right there, that second one, that's people.
Yeah.
Now you know. Now you can read a little bit of Japanese, a little bit of Chinese.
Yeah, it goes both ways. If you know one language, it can definitely give you a little bit of a head up on the other one, at least in terms of vocabulary and a little bit of reading and writing.
Well, the very basic characters have a lot of crossover.
Yeah.
So if you can read the basic Chinese characters or the basic Japanese characters, you can read a little bit, and sometimes that's enough. Okay, so wait, what do you want to say?
That's just, I think you pretty much covered there. The fun language, I was just going to probably end off there. Japanese is probably a little bit of a harder language than what most people think. And I'm going to say Chinese is probably a bit of an easier language than what most people think it is.
Depends what. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, I say in the grand scheme, as someone who's been in and out of language schools for many, many years, Anyway.
All right, so last question of the day. Jacob Grubb says, "What's up, guys? What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
It's like the classic YouTube. What's up, guys?
Hey, guys.
Any chance there's going to be a HBT, so he means herringbone twill chore coat, comes back anytime soon? Or any chance of doing an HBT M65 field jacket type jacket?"
M65 field jacket would be so cool, but it's also so difficult.
It's not really our realm.
Yeah.
As cool as it is, and as much as I love, repro military, specifically U.S. military stuff, World War II.
Like,
I'm a big fan. Like,
literally, he buys it. He puts his money where his mouth is. I'm looking at one.
Yeah. So I love the repro. I love the vintage. I love it all. We don't really specialize in that stuff. Of course, we're going to use some of those fabrics. Like I said, we have those jungle cloth jackets coming out, which do use that same fabric, that repro fabric that you would see in a reproduction of like an N1. But we're not a repro brand, mainly because this is not our DNA. And then secondly, there's a whole bunch of other brands that already specialize in doing that. So if you're looking for a herringbone twill M65 field jacket, I'm sure you can go on Google. There's going to be a whole bunch of course, vintage ones and other companies that specialize specifically in making repro garments. So you can pick one of those up. Or we already did herringbone twill like last year.
Yes, it came out last fall there.
So we had a bunch of cool stuff. I think there was chore coat, if I can't remember. So many products. It's funny because you guys ask, you're like, did you guys ever make this? And I'm like,
yeah, like 2 seasons ago.
Maybe, I think so. Because there's just so many things every season. Like, for you guys, it's a little bit easier to remember. But right now on my brain, I've got like 3 seasons, basically. Like we have the fall winter season, we have the spring summer season coming up, and then we have the next season, which we're like, preparing for after that fall winter 25. So even just those 3 seasons is kind of like a lot to remember, and to remember every single product that we made and every single fabric, it's not easy. But yeah, herringbone twill, very cool. We have done it before. Who knows, we'll probably bring it back again. I do like the herringbone twill. Psychedelic anchovies, now that sounds like a fun time. Oh, thanks, Owen. Owen says, if your XL mutton head still has the HBT chore coat online. Wow, thanks for that, Owen. You're a big help.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that pretty much does it for today. I want to thank you guys for tuning in all the way to the very end. I really do appreciate it. The stream wouldn't exist without you guys, without your guys' help, without you guys tuning in. We would just be here talking to ourselves, which wouldn't be as much fun.
No, not nearly as good.
So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope to see you guys next week. Actually, before we go, I do have a little bit of an announcement I almost forgot to say. So next live stream is going to be October 31st, which I'm sure you guys know is
Halloween.
The best day of the entire year, right? Halloween. And so for Halloween, because Brandon, he wants to go be with his kids, do trick-or-treating, and Terry, he doesn't have any kids, but he wants to go hang out with his family, maybe hand out some candies, do that kind of stuff. We're going to be adjusting the live stream time for just that one time, and we're thinking of doing the live stream from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. So that's 6 o'clock Eastern time. I'll put up the live stream thing so you'll know when it's going to be. But that's the plan for next week. We're just going to move it a little bit earlier just so that Terry and Brandon can head home and partake in some of the festivities. And then you guys can also hand out your candies. Adam says 6 to 7, unforgivable.
Unforgivable.
I know, I'm sorry, guys. But it was either this or no live stream. So I think this is a good compromise. So again, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. 6 p.m. Eastern time next Thursday. That's October 31st. And until then, I hope you guys have a great day, a great weekend. And I'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye, guys.